In 1979, Southern California was in the grip of fear, but no one realized why. Teenagers were going missing, vanishing off suburban streets in broad daylight. No one suspected that two men, driving a beat-up silver van they ominously called their Murder Mac, were behind one of the most sadistic and calculated killing sprees the state had ever seen. Lawrence Bittaker and Roy Norris weren't strangers when they met. They first crossed paths in prison, both men serving time for violent crimes. Bittaker was cold and calculating. A man who wore his intelligence like a shield, Norris was volatile, impulsive, a drifter with a deep-rooted hatred for women. Together, they formed a deadly partnership, one fueled by shared fantasies of torture, domination, and murder. After their release, they reunited in Los Angeles and began planning what they called their experiment. They bought a van and outfitted it for horror. The back was soundproofed, windows covered, a bed installed with hooks, cords, and a toolbox filled with pliers, ice picks, and sledgehammers. They cruised the highways near Hermosa Beach, Redondo Beach, and San Pedro, always looking for teenage girls, always pretending to offer a ride or ask directions. Their first victim was Lucinda Schaefer, a 16-year-old honor student. She was walking home from a church meeting when they lured her into the van. What happened next was never fully revealed, only that she was tortured for hours before being strangled and dumped off a mountain road. Over the next 5 months, 4 more girls vanished under eerily similar circumstances. Andrea Hall, 18. Jackie Gilliam, 15. Leah Lamp, 13. Shirley Ledford, 16. Shirley's case was the most infamous. She was picked up on Halloween night, 1979, after leaving her part-time job. What the killers did to her defies belief, and they recorded it on audio tape. Her screams, captured in that tape, later made seasoned jurors cry in court. She was brutalized with pliers, fists, and a sledgehammer. They mocked her as she begged for death. When Bittaker and Norris finally slipped up, it wasn't due to forensics or police work. It was Roy Norris's own guilty conscience. He confided in a former cellmate who alerted authorities. Norris quickly turned on Bittaker in exchange for a lighter sentence. His testimony, along with a search of Bittaker's van and motel room, provided overwhelming evidence. Photos of the victims, personal belongings, and the infamous audio recording of Shirley Ledford's final moments. The Toolbox Killers remain a terrifying reminder of how ordinary evil can appear. Two seemingly average men blending into society, planning horrific acts with methodical precision. Their legacy isn't just in the horror they inflicted, but in the silence that followed. For months, the girls were missing without a trace, their suffering unknown, their killers invisible. Today, many parents in Southern California still remember the fear of that era. They remember the news reports, the missing posters, the warning not to talk to strangers. And they remember the van, the one that could pull up beside you on any street with 2 men inside, smiling.